Elisabeth.
And Amelia.
This is our podcast, Gaydio, thanks to DXC Technology and the Manchester United Foundation. Do you think Manchester could do more for trans awareness and inclusion?
Definitely, yeah, because I feel like there should be probably a trans parade, as well as a pride parade as well. I think that transgender people really need a lot more representation in the media and really just in general. They're really looked down upon.
I also agree, because quite often I see people trying to exclude trans people from the LGBTQ plus community, and I believe trans people and queer people all fought for the same rights, and then why are you trying to exclude one group when they fought for you as well?
Definitely. Especially because all the protests and stuff like that, especially in the 1960s in America with
No, I know where you're going with it. The Stonewall was the riots were very much led by. Go on, you take it.
They were very much led by one of the most memorable people is this trans activist called Marsha P. Johnson.
Love her.
I love her so much. There's an outfit of her in my favourite game. I'm not going to divulge into that. But anyway, she, as some people documented it, she threw the first brick. Turns out it wasn't bricks, it was shot glasses. But we're not 100% sure because obviously I wasn't there. I couldn't know because I was not even born. I don't think my mum was even born.
It'd be impressive if you was there.
Definitely.
But yeah, she was one of the most fought for people. She stayed up for days and days and days fighting for it, protesting in the streets, rioting. Because the first ever Pride Parade wasn't a parade, it was a riot. And I think that's really important to know that trans people and queer people, they fought together, and so stop separating one group from the other.
Yeah, as well with so many people who were attending gay bars as well, because that's the only place where they felt safe, because they wouldn't get harassed on the streets because everybody in those bars were just the same as them. So how are trans people treated differently in Manchester compared to Oldham, which is a small town?
I think in Manchester it's obviously a lot more inclusive because there's nearly double the population. There's a lot more queer people, there's a lot more trans people, there's a lot more of accepting people. But in Oldham, which is our small town, there's not much awareness, there's not much inclusion. I know about maybe 5 queer people out of a town with over, I think 200,000, is it? 200,000 people?
Yeah, I think
which is it's really shocking because Oldham is one of the most important parts of England's history. It had the largest cotton mills. It had one of the most, I think it was suffrage, one of the most well-known activists for suffrage, Annie Kenney. But there's still not a lot of representation for more minorities like queer people and trans people. But when I'm here in Manchester, especially in places near Affleck's, I feel a lot more included, and I feel like I can be myself a lot more.
Yeah, because as well, with our small group, and then our 3 trans friends, I feel they don't feel safe. Well, not safe, but I feel they don't feel included because so many people just make fun of it in a way. They look down upon the LGBTQ community and the trans community as well. And overall, just being different in Oldham is something that you won't even see because everyone is just always the same. They just copy and paste of each other, and it's so weird because I could go to town and everyone was just a big group, same looking people, and I just feel really excluded. Luckily for me though, I haven't had anything said to me rude because the way that I dress. I feel so I feel relatively okay dressing how I want to dress. But obviously with our friends, because they're quite alternative, they're more than alternative than I am, and especially with you, I feel they would feel a bit more skeptical going out and what they want to wear. But obviously they don't really care either. They go out and do what they want to do, and if anyone says into them, then they say something back.
Yeah, I agree, because your style, it's really cute. You wear a lot of dresses.
Yeah.
But then I'm the opposite. I wear my things with eyes all over it, my under-eye eyeliner, my fake septum piercing. quite often I get barked at in the street, which is a bit weird. Why are you barking at people, first of all? Because they just look a bit different from you. And second of all, I think, like, genuinely, how does it affect your life if I wear clothes that are a bit different from you? Just because you wear the exact same, like, stuff every day and you see someone different and you're scared of it. I think, why are you so scared of someone looking a bit different, acting a bit different, and liking a different gender from you? But I have another question for you, Elizabeth. How do you think we could introduce more trans awareness into Oldham, which is our small town?
Like I said before, probably like a trans parade, or like some of the trans community, maybe in Oldham or like a little bit outside of Oldham, can like all come together and like could be like sort of like a celebration or something like that in the town centre. Because I feel like as well, Oldham Pride is very, very small. Like, it's not a big like parade or like celebration, especially because it happens so like long after Pride Month has happened. So you just think that, you know, no one really like wants to show up because they don't like want to be there because it's not even Pride Month anymore.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's June 27th this year. I'm going to be going myself.
July.
Oh yeah,
it's July,
not June. I get mixed up. But yeah, because obviously June is Pride Month, as we all know. But I feel like it'd be a lot better if there was more, obviously, trans people who are open about it, because obviously there's going to be a few who hide it, which, I get it, is for safety, it's for comfortability, it's how you have to live your life, which is horrible that you even have to live that way, but you have to do it. And yeah, I think it would be a lot better if it was in June as well, because that's the month where people are obviously aware that it is Pride Month.
Definitely. As well, like, I feel like so many people could like a lot of, like, probably the shops and stuff like that could be like more inclusive and stuff like that, because you don't see that, especially like, I want to say merch, but I feel like that's just like not the word to say.
I mean, yeah, because we had one alternative shop, which was Alt Through Time, and it's recently closed down.
Yeah.
And I'm so devastated, because it was the only place where I could find stuff about Pride, stuff about alternative, and stuff about games. But now I have to look online for all that and pay like 200 billion quid.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like both of you are amazing trans allies.
Of course. Yeah.
So what advice would you give to other people? How can they be good allies to trans people?
Use the right pronouns for the trans person who you're talking to. So like, of like she, her, he, him. Like, if that's the pronouns that they go by if they're trans, or if you still quite confused, like obviously like use they them, because they probably like won't mind they them being used either.
Yeah, I agree, because me personally, I use they them pronouns just because, like, sometimes I feel like a boy, sometimes I feel like a girl, sometimes I feel like neither. So they just really encompasses all of that. And I don't care if people mess it up, because obviously the town that I live in, I'm going to get called he all the time. I look like a boy, I act like a boy, sometimes. And yeah, I'm fine being misgendered, but I would prefer, what all my close friends do, they all use they for me, and that's really nice. But no trans person is going to hate you or like try attacking you if you just ask about it. So don't be afraid to ask, oh, what pronouns do you use? What gender are you? What do you identify as? Anything that you can use to help be more inclusive to them and be more helpful and friendly to them could be really useful.
Also, stop using slurs.
Also that, definitely.
Yeah, stop using like really like homophobic or transphobic slurs to like describe a transgender or a queer person, especially out in public when they probably are around.
A little bit rude, isn't it?
Just be kind.
Yeah.
Just be kind.
Quite like encompassing. Just don't be rude. Just be kind.
Okay.
How do you think we could show trans youth that they are loved and safe? Because quite often trans youth can be like rejected or told they aren't accepted by their parents.
Like, make sure that there's like someone who they can talk to, maybe even like have some sort of like hotline thing that like they can call if depressed because they can't like express themselves. They have a family who like don't support them, or they live in a place where it's not supported either. So I think that's something that could like happen with like the trans youth, especially in Oldham.
So I think that's all the time we have today. So I'd just like to say thank you for listening to Sladio and to DXC Technology and the Manchester United Foundation. You can catch more of these podcasts at Gaydio.academy.